Okay, so now we're going to go to factorizing trinomials. Trinomials. Okay, step one would also be, let's write down two brackets. Okay, and then now what's going to happen is we need to determine what's going to be the signs in this one. Okay, so here it's going to be a different. So it can either be plus and a plus, can be a minus and a minus, can also be a plus and a minus. So now how do you actually choose which signs to actually have? Okay, so I'm going to show you a trick. Né? So what you first look at is you look at the last term, right? So you look at this last term here. So now is this last term, is it positive or is it negative? It is positive. So now if it's positive, it is telling us that the signs are the same. So meaning that the signs in these two brackets will be the same. It can either be a plus and a plus, or it can be a minus and a minus. So now how do you know if it's going to be a plus and a plus and minus and a minus? Okay, so it's not really that tricky. What you're going to do is now you just look at this term here. Okay, so now is this term positive or is it negative? It's positive. So now it being positive, it tells us that, okay, we have two positive signs. Okay, that's step one. Step two would be find the factors of the first term. So now what was the first term in this trinomial? It was x squared. So what are the factors of x squared? Yes, it's going to be x and x. So we have x here, we had a plus sign, now it's going to be x, and then like that, right? Because we also had a plus sign there. Now step three, and this is the step that most people actually struggle with. Step three is going to be now find the factors of the last term. So now you look at this term here. So now here we say find the factors of the last term. So now what are the factors of 4? So let's write them down. So we have 4. So the factors of 4 can just be 1 and 4, and they can also be 2 and 2. Because how many times does 1 go into 4? It goes in there 4 times, right? And how many times does 2 go into 4? It goes in there twice. Okay, cool. So now we need to find a pair of factors that will add up to the middle term. So now which pair of factors, 1 or 4, or 2 and 2, will add up to 4? It's going to be this pair of factors. So now in this case, you just write your 2 and your 2 there, and then that would be your last step, right? Step 3 would be x plus 2, and then you have x plus 2.